I got it.
Okay. We
Ready?
are recording. Yeah.
And here we go.
So, Erik, what are we watching? Tell me about it.
Raiden, right now in the background, we have a movie playing. It is called Attack of La Nina. It's a freestyle skiing movie.
Hell yeah.
Or like little action movie documentary sort of thing. It's really funny, but it's cool. Like seeing all the tricks that these guys and girls can do. It's pretty fucking sick.
I'm pretty...
it's cool because like we were watching the Winter Olympics not that long ago, and this is a bit older now. This is probably like 10 years old, 12 years old. So a lot of these guys are probably retired from the super competitive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
They were peak. Yeah. They were top tier for their time.
That's sick. Yeah. I enjoyed the starting animation.
Did you snowboard or ski?
I skied.
You skied.
Yeah. I had a pair of Vulcans.
That's nice.
Or not Vulcan. Vulcans? Yeah. Vocals.
Vocals. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I remember you had the Rosignolls.
Yeah, I did have Rosies.
Yeah. Those were sick too.
Yeah. So what what else have you watched recently?
Well, Erik, I am absolutely devastated because this morning I watched Wuthering Heights.
Where did you watch that? On TV?
I can't say. It's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's a secret, but I watched it and it was absolutely devastating. What do you know about Wuthering Heights?
Honestly, not a lot. I know Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie are the leads. I know it's somewhat maybe not medieval, but like older century sort of thing. And that's about the extent I know. I did get a lot of likes on a comment on Instagram that was basically me. It was here. I will find it for you. It is. Oh. Is it this one?
Did you think it would be this?
Nope, not that. I'll find it and I'll show you. But I posted, I was like, because leading up to the premiere, these two actors have been like, Margot Robbie apparently had like a shrine dedicated to Jacob Elordi, being like, oh, he's so sexy. It's so horny. And then Jacob Elordi was saying like similar stuff to like about Margot Robbie.
Yeah, they were doing like a big public flirt.
Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay, yeah. So the post is Movie Magic. It's good movie page on Instagram. Margot Robbie kept a shrine of Jacob Elordi's best-looking photos in her bedroom while filming Wuthering Heights. And then, okay, so here's a quote from the director. I was like, I'm going to find their best photos and make shrines in their bedrooms for each other. So when Jacob went in his room, he had an insane shrine to worship. Not just Cathy, but Margot Robbie, and she had the same thing. And then my comment was, this is so forced. And it got 416 likes.
Fair. Yeah, because I think she's married.
She is.
Yeah.
And he is, well, I don't think he is, but
yeah.
she's
definitely
married.
Can you look up how old he is?
Jacob Elordi, I think he's our age.
Because she's 35. She's 6 years older than us.
Jacob Elordi, age.
And I was thinking about that. I was thinking about how old she would have been in Wolf of Wall Street.
He's only 28 years old.
He's 28. Okay, so he's younger.
Yeah, younger than us. We beat him up.
But yeah, like that was like I think she was like I know she was my dream girl.
Margot Robbie, I think she's quite perfect.
Yeah, big time.
My celeb crush, probably Ana de Armas. She's in, Blade Runner 2047, the one with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
His like girlfriend who's like a hologram.
What is it like? Is that like the meme? I can fix you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's my favorite.
Nice. Yeah, I watched this.
Yeah, you watched the flick.
I watched the flick and it was beautiful. I have a confession to make.
Let's hear it.
I am a sucker for a good romance.
Good rom-com's awesome.
Not a rom-com.
Oh,
a
just
romance.
a pure romance. Just the heat of
The heat of the whole thing.
the sparks, the
I
electricity.
think it was because I was like, I had this early exposure to like this one author, Anne Rice.
Yeah.
She was actually the person who, that's her, like, she wrote Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, really? The writer for Wuthering Heights?
No, this is, sorry, Anne Rice wrote Interview for a Vampire. And when I was like in grade 9 or grade 10, remember we had to do those book reports? And then like you gave like a
little presentation
little
on it?
presentation on it, or like, I don't know. So I did one, and as a joke, I was like, oh, I'm going to pick like an erotica.
Yeah, like 50 Shades of Grey.
Exactly. But this one was called The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty. And so it was way more intense than 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, wow.
Way more intense.
Jesus.
It was like BDSM, like torture, power dynamics.
Oh, no.
And so I got an early exposure to that. So, and then I was like, oh, like, so I think maybe that's like what influenced me. And then my darkest secret, I'm going to reveal it today on the podcast, is that I was a big fan of the Twilight series. I read all the books.
You know what?
And,
Robert Pattinson is probably my favorite actor in Hollywood right now.
Oh, okay. Not for his work in the Twilight series.
Not necessarily. It's not like he was bad in those movies.
Yeah,
but I
but
know
that's not what pulled you to him.
No, he is awesome. He's gonna be in the Dune movie, the Batman movie, the Odyssey. He's in a lot of shit right now. He's in a romance with Zendaya. Oh, she just got married actually to Tom Holland over like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, they did get married.
Or it was notified. People were notified like yesterday, but
crazy.
I don't know when the exact wedding happened. But anyways, enough celebrity gossip.
Yeah,
I do like Bobby Pats.
So I watched this. Yeah, I've been watching this. We're watching as I'm about to go into this. We're watching guys jump off cliffs and skiing, and most of them are eating it. Some of them are making it pretty good.
He recovered there.
So watch this Wuthering Heights. So essentially, what happens in this is...
So what happened? Take us from the start.
Yeah, from the beginning. So we open up, and the opening scene, you hear like... It sounds like someone's having sex. Sounds like a guy is about to come.
Oh, wow.
And it's like you hear like this squeaking of the bed, and then you hear this... But then... It plays a trick on you, and then it opens up. It's a guy getting hung.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it's like a full. It's like a
not
medieval,
like a public hanging,
like Victorian era.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Victorian era public hanging. They don't say what he does, but you can. They pan down and they show. At least this is what I thought it was. They show his pants. He's like got an erection.
Oh my
And then
God.
everyone's like kind of like making out in the party. It's like a big celebration.
Public hanging.
Yeah.
Wild.
And then, so then there's the young Margot Robbie, like Cathy is her name in the show, and so she's watching with her friend Lily, and it's like more so like they're kind of like an upper class family, and this is her like maid person, but they're the same age.
Okay.
And then they're watching this, and then they run back home, and another scene that's happening at the beginning is like it's this guy, and he's walking with like the young Jacob Elordi.
Okay.
And his name is, he has no name yet. Mm-hmm. And so they go, and then you can tell the guy's like a dick to him. He's just like, come on, boy, hurry up. And he's like,
get to work.
Yeah, exactly. And so the two girls, they run back to like her dad's place, and her dad's like an alcoholic. Oof. And he's like, you can tell like they're still like, they still have like some status. They have like a place, but
there's like a hierarchy.
Yeah, but there's mention that it's like, oh, like maybe things aren't going their way. Like he's losing money. So something happens. So they're having breakfast, and then she like Cathy, like she does like some like she's kind of whiny, and then the dad's just like, oh, I'm gonna go eat at the pub. So he goes to the pub, and then when he gets back, he's like sloshed.
Yeah, he's hammered.
But he has like a boy with him. He has the boy because he's just like, oh, like I stopped the guy from, he was kicking him, and he said, you can't kick a you can't kick a kid here.
Is it like
well,
a
then
kid
you have him then.
Is it like a child actor at the time, or is it like Jacob
Child
Elordi?
actor. Well, they're still children at this point.
That makes sense.
And then it shows them kind of like playing, and they play a prank. Like one prank that she plays on the boy, like Cathy plays on the boy, and then I guess before this, they become friends, and then she's like, because he's like he won't say anything. He's very quiet.
Very quiet and shy, sort of thing.
Yeah, super quiet and shy, and so she's like, I name him. Fuck, what does he name him?
His name's like Whisper.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff.
Yeah, and so that becomes his name, and then they go and it shows them like going and they play and they get stuck in the rain, and they're like in this.
But they're young right now, still, right?
Say again.
They're still quite young.
Yeah, still young
at this point.
Still young. Yeah. Yes.
Quick timeout.
Timeout. Now we're back.
Okay, we're back.
So they go. They're still kids. They go and they get stuck in the rain. So they're like in this like I don't know like barn kind of thing.
A little shed sort of deal.
Little shed kind of. And then
how old would you reckon they are right now? As young
like 12.
Like just
12, 13-ish.
Tweens.
Yeah, tweens. And then so they get stuck in the rain, and then when they go back, they're shivering and cold, and the dad's hammered, and he's just like, "Oh, how could you do this to me? It's my birthday. Like, how could you forget about my birthday?" And then she's like, "Oh no, like." And then the girl's like, "No, sorry, like we got stuck in the rain. We didn't mean to."
Yeah,
and then he's just like, he's just like, "We can eat with," and she's like, "We can eat with you now." And he's like, "Well, it's cold now." And he like hits all the food off the
table.
Off the table. And then Heathcliff is like, "No, it was my fault. Like it wasn't her. It was me that did it." And then like the like her friend, because like remember at the beginning I was like it was her and her friend, but her friend was like her maid person. So but now that Heathcliff is there, she like the maid kind of lost her friend because now she only plays with Heathcliff. She doesn't play with the maid.
She probably doesn't like.
Yeah, so there's a bit
of tension there.
So the maid takes her out. Nellie is the maid's name. She takes her out. And then the dad whips or beats Heathcliff.
Oof.
And then so he's got like
he's got like scars on his back.
Yeah, so he's got like cuts on his back, and then
from a whip. Was it a whip or like a stick?
It doesn't show. And it just kind of shows the next scene. He's like kind of like in his room, and he like lives in like the barn kind of thing. He's got like a room in the barn, and he's just like and then Cathy comes, and it's just like like, why did you take the blame for me? You shouldn't have done that. And he's just like, no, it's fine. And she's like, oh, what can you do? Or what can I do? And she's like, oh, nothing. Just stay with me. And he stays. And then you can see like the blood soaking through his shirt. And then it like kind of focuses on that. And then boom, time jump. And now he's Jacob Elordi's. Now he's Jacob Elordi, and he's got scars on his back.
Okay.
And then Margot Robbie comes in, and she's like, Heathcliff, wake up. We have to go and do something or something. And then...
So how far into the movie are we now?
We're still pretty early in the movie.
Still pretty early, like maybe 20 minutes-ish?
If that.
Okay.
Yeah, if that.
So there's a lot of, like, early days exposition to kind of
build up.
To kind of set it up.
Yeah, and then so now, like, they're young, like, they're young 20s probably now. Yeah. And they, now that they're friends, right? Yeah. There's no romance here.
They're just friends.
They're just friends, and there's like I can't like there's some stuff that happens. It's just kind of showing like more them doing like friendly stuff.
Yeah.
And and then one of the things that she like plays a prank on him where she puts eggs in his bed. And then then he sits down on his bed,
and all the eggs,
and there's all these eggs, and then
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, and then kind of like he can always like from his room he can see where she like brushes her hair, but it's like kind of like it's like a translucent kind of thing, so she can kind of see her. He can kind of see her, but like not really. But you can tell that he's like
he's eyeing her up.
Yeah, he's eyeing her up. He's in love.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like there is like a bit of a flirt the whole time.
Okay.
Kind of going on.
So, so where are we?
Okay, so now we're still at the estate, and then now the dad is further into his alcoholism.
And he's probably older now.
He's older now. They've kind of lost. Like they're struggling. Like the estate is struggling.
They're not collecting.
Yeah,
no
rents.
Yeah.
Like not like and they still have some servants, but
it's
getting
rough. Thin.
It's getting thin. And then a rich guy buys the property, like
the estate,
like not their estate, but like a nearby property. So they have a neighbor now. And then
is it like a notable actor?
No.
Okay.
Not that I didn't recognize him.
Okay.
But his sister, there's the rich guy and his sister, and the sister is the girl who plays. Remember in Harry Potter, the second one?
Oh yeah.
There's like the ghost in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
It's that girl. She plays the sister.
That's Moaning Myrtle.
Moaning Myrtle, exactly. So she plays the sister, and she kind of is like.
Oh, wild.
Kind of weird. But
she
then
a horn dog too.
Yes, but in a different way. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So we go. Okay. So and then they hear that this rich guy bought the neighboring thing, and so they go and like they watch him like move, kind of like movers are coming in and putting their stuff in, and then Cathy, like Margot Robbie, is all excited because she's like, oh, maybe he'll have to marry me, and he's rich. So and that's like kind of like that's like the everything for like women of that time is like to get married to a rich guy.
Marry a lord.
Yes, exactly.
Is he a lord? Or is he just a rich, noble person?
I don't know. Could have been both. They don't go into it. They don't. He's just rich. We just know that he's rich.
He's got coin.
Yeah, he's got coin and a better setup than what they're
currently experiencing.
Yeah. So, and then that so she's excited. Like maybe like that will put. I'll be able to be a lady there and live a better life. And then that kind of annoys Heathcliff, so he's like, oh yeah, whatever. And he goes, and just like kind of works and does like kind of like steaming a little bit. Yeah. He's
brooding a bit.
Brooding, exactly. That's a perfect word for it. Yeah. And so, and then she is kind of like, ugh, like why hasn't he come to say hello to me yet? Like, she's kind of like being like
the rich guy or
the rich guy, yeah. Okay, yeah. So Margot Robbie's like, oh, why hasn't he? And he's like, should I go over there? And then her maid's like, no, don't go over there. Just like be patient. And then she's like, And then so that kind of builds some tension there.
Yeah.
And something happened. Like they kind of get in a fight. They get in a bit of a tiff. Like Heathcliff and Margot Robbie.
Oh, and
she
Cathy?
And she like kind of is like running away. And then she goes and she sees the estate of like the rich guy. And she's like, oh, I'm going to go check it out. So she goes and checks it out. And then she like kind of peers over the hedge. And then it's like the rich guy and his sister are like sitting there. And it's like a beautiful garden. It's like, you can tell like they're in it's nice. Super nice. And then the sister turns and sees Margot Robbie put her like head over the hedge. And she's like, I saw a ghost. And then she falls down. And then the rich guy comes and opens the door. And she's like there. And she's like, oh. And she like, I think she like sprained her ankle or something like that. And so he's there, and then the dad goes over, and he's just like, oh yeah, she's gonna stay there for a couple weeks, and she's loving it over there. Yeah. And that is like kind of her dream. Like that was her original. Like she's always wanted to be a lady and like married to a rich guy. So she's like there, but and then kind of time. Apparently like 6 weeks passes, and she comes back. And she like says hi to everyone, and she's like wearing like a nice dress, and you can tell like she had a great time, right? She comes, and then she's like, "Where's Heathcliff?" She's like, "Oh, he doesn't want to see you right now." And she like storms over, and she's like,
"Really?"
Yeah, because he's like pissed. He's like, "Oh fuck, this guy's Mr. Stealing my girl."
Yeah.
And so she goes, and then they talk, and then he's like, I don't want to talk to you. He's doing more brooding. And she's like, meh, meh, meh. And then she's like, oh, fine. Then she goes and then she starts talking to, and then she's like getting upset. And then the dad's there again, and he's absolutely sloshed. And they're like really there's like more like chaos. Like things have fallen, in the 6 weeks that she's been gone, like more things have fallen apart in the estate. And then she's like, she's like mad at Heathcliff. And she's like she's like, I'm just going to go to my room. And she's like all flustered and upset. And then the maid, she comes in. She's like, Mr. Sir, whatever. The rich guy's there. She's like, the rich guy's here. And she's like, okay. She goes and she sees him. And then he proposes to her. So the rich guy proposes to her. And then it doesn't show the proposal. It just goes like, yeah, he proposed to me. And then the maid's like, and what did you say? She said, I said yes, but, and so she said, yeah, I said yes, but because she's all sad. And then like the maid's like, like why, I don't get it. Like, why aren't you happy? Like, isn't this? And she's like, because I love Heathcliff. And so this is like the part, this is like the Machiavellian part. So there's the maid, she's standing there, and then she like says like, Heathcliff, like I love Heathcliff, like I know that this is everything I said I've always wanted, but I love him. Like, I'm gonna call it off. I'm gonna be with him. And she sees Heathcliff walking towards like in the window, and then sees that he's like listening, like going to listen in, but he doesn't hear that her say that he loves him. And then she like says something was just like, but if I were to marry Heathcliff, it would degrade me or something like that. So that's all he hears. Is that but she still wants to be with Heathcliff. Like she's like, like that doesn't matter. I still want to be with him. But that's the only thing he hears. So then he goes away and he storms off and he's like, oh fuck her kind of thing. Like
wild.
And then so the next day she goes and they go to like she goes to like accept and get married. But then she's like, I'm gonna call it off. And then she runs back home.
Did she call it off?
She just runs back home. She's thinking of calling it off. She's like, I'm going to call it off. Like, I love Heathcliff.
When did she run away?
So this is maybe like the day, like the next day or the day after.
Okay.
And then she's like, she goes and they kind of like, they make a room for her at like this estate, and it's like, okay, we're going to be married. And she's like, they're like showing her all of like the, like all of the gifts and all of like the jewels and all the stuff that she could have. And then she's like, you could tell she's like excited, but she's also like, she actually doesn't want this anymore. She's like, I want Heathcliff. And then so, like in the night, she's like, I think I'm going to call this off. And so she goes back to her place, right? It's just the next estate over. So she goes, and then she's like, where's Heathcliff? And then I think the maid's still there, and she's like, he's gone. He ran away. Which he did. So there's like a showing of him running away. She's like, where is he? Where is he? And then she's like all sad. She's like, So then she goes back and she gets married to the guy. And then it shows like, and it kind of like does like a montage of their life together, and you can tell that she's thinking of him. All she wants is him, and like she has a new life, but it's not
what she wants.
It's not what she wants.
Poor girl.
So then there's a bit of a time skip, and
so we're like coming up on like the third act.
Second act.
That
yeah.
Makes more sense.
And
long movie.
Yeah, I think it was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours and 20 minutes ish.
Yeah. So
searched it up.
She, so there's a time skip.
Yep.
And
time jump,
and then, like she goes back to her,
like her previous estate.
Her previous estate.
The family.
So Heathcliff is gone. There's only like one servant left. She finds her dad.
Yeah.
Like in a corner, like slumped over, like full at the end of his like alcoholism. Oof. And he's just like, please, and he's like a gambler as well too. So he's like, please, maybe leave me some money. And she's like, I can't anymore. Mm-hmm. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, you're just gonna gamble it. And then she's like, and then she, it's like totally dilapidated the estate, right? Yeah. And then she goes back home.
Sorry, dilapidated?
Dilapidated, like left unkept.
Okay.
In decay.
Not maintained.
Not maintained, exactly.
Okay.
And so she goes back home, and then, because he was just like, oh, you haven't had a child yet.
Yeah.
Like, is that his doing, or maybe that's your doing? Because she doesn't want to have a child, right? Like, she doesn't love this guy.
Oh.
So she goes, she sees her dad, and then they kind of, like, have a tiff, right?
Yeah, a bit of a spat.
And she's just like, no, like, I would never. I would, like...
I'm choosing the man I love.
Yeah. Oh, no, she's like, oh, no. She's like, no, like, no.
Not to the rich guy.
No, to the rich guy. She
is.
She's
like, saying no to the rich guy.
No.
Oh.
She's saying, like, she's still in, now just like, Heathcliff is gone. She's
Where
like,
is he?
This, we don't know. We just know that he ran away.
Oh.
And she's just like, oh, like, so her dad kind of accuses her of, like, wanting Heathcliff, and that she's not having the rich guy's son because she's waiting for him to come back. And then she's like, no.
So he calls her a bit of a...
Yeah, he calls
her.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's like, oh, like you're not having a kid on purpose.
You've got the morals of an alley cat.
A little bit. And so she goes back, and then she gets pregnant with the rich guy's son.
Wild.
And then
this is surprising because the trailer makes it seem like there's a lot of sexy sex time.
Well, we'll get to there.
Okay.
So, she gets pregnant with the rich guy's son, and I can't remember exactly how it happens, but Heathcliff comes back.
Yeah.
And now he's like, at the beginning, he's got a beard, he's got long hair, he's got a peasant look to him.
He's a little disheveled.
He's disheveled servant kind of look. But now he comes back, and he's, like, dressed all nice. He's clean shaven.
Really?
Yeah, he's got, like, a gold earring, and he's like, well-to-do now. And so he, and then they're just like, oh, and then they invite him for dinner. And he's just like, and then they're just like, oh, like, why are you back? He's just like, oh, and he's not really saying anything, and then they're kind of, like, the flirt kind of, like, starts up again.
Okay.
Like, right away.
Let's go.
And so, like, the rich guy's kind of like,
what the fuck?
What the hell? And then...
who is this guy? Why is he here?
Yeah. And it's just like, okay, I get it. Like you guys grew up together, so, like, maybe this is, like, a brother figure to you.
And, nope.
And, yeah, not at this point. And, like, there hasn't been, like, any, like, explicit, like, romance stuff going on. Yeah. It's always just been a flirt, and they've never like told each other that they love each other or anything like that. Then and so while they're eating dinner, you can tell that the sister, like Moaning Myrtle, is like attracted to Jacob Elordi as well too, or whatever his name, Heathcliff. Yeah. I keep wanting to say Macbeth. But so yeah, there's that, and then the guy's just like, well, so he's like, yeah, I just wanted to. It's like, I can see why you'd want to, I could see why that, that's your home. He's like, I guess that's like a home to you, and then he's like, he drops this line. It's just like, well, it is now for sure because I bought it. So he bought like the estate.
He bought the other estate.
He bought the other estate. Yeah.
Oh,
and
shit.
So now he's moving in.
How the fuck did he do that?
He's rich now. We don't know. It never says. It's just that he's rich. Never says how he got it, but he's rich. He bought the estate.
I bet he gambled for it.
We don't know. But like that's the whole thing. It's just like because
there's a mystery behind it.
And that's like, but that's also the thing is that like she needs for her, she wants to marry a rich man. And so he's like, okay, I need to change myself.
Oh shit!
I need to become rich so that she can be with me.
And
so he goes and he does that, and now she's married. So now there's like a catch-22. It's like, what the hell? What's gonna happen? And then
homewrecker.
And then he starts kind of flirting with
the sister.
No,
or the
with
maid.
Kathy.
With Cathy again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
not the servant.
Yeah, not the servant. No. Okay. Not the servant.
So Cathy and Heathcliff.
Yeah, and then so Cathy and Moaning Myrtle, there's like a scene with them kind of after the dinner where it's just like Moaning Myrtle's like, oh, like I fancy him, like I want to be with him, and then Cathy's just like, oh, like you could never handle him.
Oh.
So there's like a whole like kind of like jealousy thing going
Cattiness,
on,
yeah.
cattiness going on, and then she and Heathcliff like, and then the next scene, Cathy and Heathcliff are talking and being like, oh, like that Moaning Myrtle is into you. And he's just like, oh, is she now? And because he kind of knew, but he's just like, I'm going to use this against you, and I'm going to get married to her. And then she's just like, no, you can't do that. And he's just like, I'm going to do it to torture you. And then she's just like, well, I don't care. Like you do that or whatever. And he's like, and then she's just like, oh, you leave. And then so she leaves, and then. I can't exactly remember what happens, but essentially, so there's like this like heated like intensity of like a relationship. And remember, she's pregnant, but she doesn't tell Heathcliff.
Oh, what
she,
the fuck?
She doesn't tell Heathcliff. And then, I can't really remember what happens, but essentially they get caught in the rain again. Like they did when they were kids.
Oh,
in the first
and they're both wet.
in the same place. They're both soaking wet, and then it's just like, oh, I always loved you, and then
Heathcliff or Cathy says this.
Both of them kind of like do that, and then they kiss,
and then it's sexy time.
Yeah, and then they just start like having like kind of there's like montage of like kind of having sex everywhere.
Huh.
And then she, like kind of like there's all this montage of them having sex, and then it's like, oh yeah, I love you, and then and then in one scene, he's like, oh, why did you leave me? And then she's like, leave you? Like, why did you leave me?
Yeah, you ran off.
You ran off, and then, but also you ran to that guy. Like, you left me.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, no, like, and he's just like, and then he's like, well, I heard what you said. I heard what you said when you were talking to the maid. And she's like, oh. Yeah. And then she realized, she's like, oh, you didn't hear everything. You didn't hear that I said that I loved you. And then they're just like, and then she's like, she betrayed me. They realized that it was the maid that kind of betrayed both of them.
Oh, fuck.
So she goes back and she's like to the maid. She's like, "You're fired. Get out of here."
Oh wow.
She's like, "What do you think I did?" It's like treason. She's like, "Oh, treason for what?" You knew.
You knew.
You knew he didn't hear it right. So, so she's like, and then the maid is like, she's grown up. Like with her this whole time, and just like she's always been in these estates, so she has nowhere to go. So she like the maid's like devastated. She's like, "What the fuck? Like, what do I do?
What am I gonna do with my life?"
Yeah. So she goes, and she goes to the rich guy, and she tells them that they're fucking.
Oh.
And so he goes, and then so the rich guy goes. He's like, because he loves her, because like he's
in love with her.
Like the rich guy is in love with her. He doesn't want to lose her, and she's pregnant with his kid, and she knows she's pregnant with his kid. And then, like the rich guy knows that she's pregnant.
Oh, this is getting complicated.
And so, but the rich guy allows the maid to stay because she's like, okay, she told me what was going on.
Yeah, she came clean to me.
Yeah, and then so she's like, so he's like, well, I think you should stop seeing, because it's like Victorian era, right? So it's like, it's like they know what's going on, but they don't really have. Evidence or whatever, so she's just like, so he's just like, I think you should stop seeing Heathcliff, and he's just like, well, he's like, yeah, like, I think it was kind of you to, for him to stay here and to help, and as he got his estate ready, but we wouldn't want people to think certain things, especially with you being pregnant and you spending all this time with him. And she's like, yes, of course, you're right.
So what? Do you know the name of the rich guy?
I don't know. So if you got IMDb up?
Letterbox.
It is Edgar.
Edgar.
This guy.
Played by Shazi Latif.
Yeah, so Mr. Edgar, I think is what they call him.
Okay, Mr. Edgar.
And so then they stop seeing each other, or she stopped seeing him because, she's like, oh, like he knows, like my husband knows now, so I can't see him. And then like they have like a rendezvous spot, and so she doesn't go, right? She's like, oh, he can't go there. And then they're like, she's like reading, and then the next scene, she's like reading a book with Edgar in like the fireplace room, and then like a rock hits the window and like makes a
big noise.
Makes a big noise and it cracks the window.
Oh.
And then they both go and look. He's like, oh, I think it was and she was like, she knew it was him right away. But then he's like, what is that? And she's like, oh, it's a sparrow. They get lost. It's a bird. And I'm going to go find the bird and make sure it's dead because I don't want it to suffer. And he's like, the rich guy's like, okay. He's like,
right.
It's like, that's a little weird, but all right, I guess. So she goes and she goes and she goes
finds Heathcliff.
So she finds him and he's like kind of behind the hedge and she's like, what are you doing here? Like, he knows we can't, like, you can't be here anymore and we can't do this anymore. And he's just like,
but I love you.
But I love you, exactly. Like,
yeah.
And she's like, no, we can't do this. This has to stop.
Late.
And
yeah.
he's just like, it's too late. Like, I love you. Like, I'll be here forever, kind of thing. And she's like, no. And so she goes, and then her husband comes out, and she's like, Cathy, where are you? Like, and she's like, oh, I have to go.
Yeah. I gotta.
And then she walks in. He's like, come in. It's cold. She's like, well, I like the cold. And then he goes like, well, maybe our son doesn't.
Oh.
And so she walks in, and then, so Heathcliff heard that. And so, and some other stuff happens, and she realized, and then they have another thing where they talk again. And
or Edgar and
Cathy? Cathy and Heathcliff.
Oh, okay,
There's like
okay.
I can't remember exactly, but they talk again. And he's like, oh, is it mine?
Yeah.
Like, is the baby mine? She's like, no. And he's just like, oh, like, how do you know? She's like, well, I knew before you showed up.
Oh.
And then he's just like, well, I want you even more now.
He's
like, I still love you. And she's like, no,
devastated.
we can't do this. Like, we can't do this. No, he doesn't care. He's just like, I want you. Like, I still want you.
He must be pretty. Well, I mean, you
maybe
saw it. You saw it.
Yeah. No, because he's like head over heels. He's like, doesn't matter. I still want you. I still love you. So she's like, no, we can't do it. And so she's like, I'm ignoring you. It's too late. You came back too late. It's over now. Oh. So she goes back, and then he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my revenge. And he goes and he sneaks into the room of the sister of Moaning Myrtle, and like she's like hot for him.
Yeah.
Like she like kind of the whole movie it hints that she like
is?
wants him. Yeah. And he's just like, I will be horrible to you. I'm gonna be like abominable. I'm gonna be so mean. And every time I'm with you, I'm gonna be thinking of Cathy. And then he's just like, do you want me to stop? And she's like, no. Like, so she's like totally like
into it.
And then so he becomes like her like BDSM like slave master.
This one?
Yeah. And so he like controls her, and they get married, and she's just like, oh, I love it. And then there's like one scene where, and that pisses off both the rich, like Edgar, the rich guy, and Cathy, because it's just like,
oh, she's our employee, and now she's your wife.
Well, no, she's not an employee. That's his sister. That's Edgar's little sister.
Oh, okay.
And then that's Cathy, and then Cathy's like super pissed, and then the Edgar's guy's just like, and she's like crying because that he got married to someone else, and she's like super upset. She gets depressed, and then the Edgar guy gets pissed, right? Because it's just like, well,
why are you depressed?
Yeah, and they didn't tell that it was. It's just like, yeah, why are you depressed over another man?
Yeah.
And then also he's pissed off his sister for going to marry this guy, and the guy for marrying his sister.
So there's heavy beef right now.
There's heavy beef, and then the maid, like
Is her name Nellie?
Nellie, yeah.
She's Asian.
She goes and it's just like to Heathcliff, like, you have to stop this, like.
Yeah.
And then and when she goes in, it's like the place is like it's dilapidated again. Like, he's not taking care of it. And
Elordi.
Yeah.
Or Heathcliff.
Heathcliff. Yeah, Jacob Elordi. And then he has like Moaning Myrtle like on the ground like as a dog, kind of like she's like his sex slave pretty much.
That is.
And then she's just like, well, and then she's like, this is getting out of hand. Like, you can't do this anymore. This is depraved. And she like goes to the girl. She's like, to the Moaning Myrtle girl, it's like, do you want to come home?
Yeah.
Like, you can come. You don't have to do this. And like, she's going to start hating you. And then Heathcliff is like, I know. Like, she tells me she hates me like 100 times a day. I treat her horribly. And she's just like, and then she's like, oh, you can come home. And then Heathcliff is like, even if you took her home, she would just come crawling back to me. And she's like, isn't that right? And he's like, to the moaning myrtle, isn't that right? And she's like, yeah. She's like, oh, like, no, this is ridiculous. You got to come home with it. And then she's like, don't you see? I already am home. Like, she loves it. Like, the moaning myrtle person. So she loves it. Yeah. And Heathcliff is just using it to bug Catherine. Bug Cathy.
Yeah, so right? he has a thing with Isabella to bug Cathy.
Yeah, exactly. Isabella, that's her name?
Yeah.
In it? Okay. So Nellie goes back, and then at the very beginning, there's a scene where Cathy is when they're kids.
Yeah.
When Cathy is trying to teach Heathcliff how to read and write.
Oh.
But he never figures it out. He never learns how to read and write. Uh-huh. And so he forces Isabella to write letters to Cathy, and basically telling him like love letters to her, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Which is like, and then but Nellie, the maid, gets them and just throws them in the fire. And then Cathy's there. She's depressed, right? And then she's like, "Are there any letters for me?" She's like, "No." And then she goes, and then she mentions this, like, because she's like, "Oh," because the maid or Nellie is just like, "You have to get out of bed. Like, you can't keep doing this. Like, you have to get about it. It's like it's bad for you. It's bad for the baby." And then she's like, "There is no baby anymore." And she's like, "Did you bleed?" She's like, "No." And she's just like, well, then there's a baby. It's like, you're being ridiculous. Okay, remember that. We'll come back to that. So she's just depressed. She's like, nah. And then they're because she's just like, oh, you just like, and then Cathy's like, oh, you just like, to Nellie is like, you just like watching me suffer. And she's like, oh, no, but she kind of does, right? Because she just kind of ignores her, treats her bad. And then she like kind of slips up. I can't remember exactly what she says, but she kind of like she says the wrong thing, and she tips off to Cathy that Heathcliff was actually writing to her, and that she was like holding the bag. She's like, you've betrayed me again. And so she goes to Edgar, the rich guy, and she tells him like the baby died.
Oh fuck.
And
did it?
And it did.
Oh.
And then so now he's pissed. Now the rich guy Edgar is pissed at the maid because she's just like, "Why didn't you tell me?" She's like, "Well, she mentioned it, but I thought she was like, just being dramatic." And he's just like, "No, get out of here. You've betrayed. Like, no, untrustworthy. Get out of here."
Yeah, you're
and then like also at the same time, she's like super depressed. She lost the baby, and she gets sick. And she's like gets really, really sick.
Oh no! Like with pneumonia or something.
Yeah, something, or there's like some sort of complication.
Like sepsis.
Yeah, and then so she gets. So then there's a scene like with doctors working on her. She dies.
Like fast.
She's sick. Actually, sorry. I should say she's getting sick and she's going to die. And then
does she write a letter or?
I think the Edgar guy goes and tells Heathcliff,
Elordi?
and so he comes and he's just like, oh, like, because she's like kind of like a dramatic kind of girly girl, like their whole life, and so he's just like, oh, like you've pretended to die so many times, like this is just you pretending to die again, and then she's just like, oh, yeah, and then she's like, I refuse to believe that you're gonna die, and and he's just like, no, please don't die, and then so he goes away and then she dies, and then he comes back. There's like maybe like the next day or something.
Yeah,
and then like the Edgar guy's like, it's like at first he's like kind of like mad. He's just like, no.
Yeah. He's like, fuck off.
But then he's just like,
whatever.
You don't want to see it, but because he realizes that like they're mad, like they're both mad. They're both mad. So he's just like
a deep connection.
Yeah, and he loves her as well too, right? So he's just like
he wants the best for.
Yeah. So at this point, it's just like. You don't want to see her.
It's a very nuanced.
Yeah, very nuanced. Exactly. So then he goes in and like there's like a sheet over her face, and then he goes up to her and then
takes the sheet off.
Takes the sheet off and then it's just
Does he give her a kiss?
Well, no, he's just like
shaking
wake
her?
up. Yeah, he like not like but like just
wake up.
Yeah, just like wake up. Like you can't leave me. You can't leave me. You can't leave me.
Oh, that's tragic.
And then like he hallucinates her like. He it like shows like a hallucination of her like putting her hand over him or on his face or something. Just like, I'm sorry. And then it's just like him and he's like just like laying with her, and that's like the last scene of the movie.
That's the end of the movie?
That's the end of the movie. It was devastating.
What the fuck?
So
that's crazy.
It was a pretty good movie. I was gonna say, like, well, it just, if you're not into that kind of movie, you won't like it. But yeah, it was pretty devastating. Made me sad. So yeah. Yeah, it was tugging at my heartstrings pretty
I believe it. Jesus, Murphy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some of the reviews online right now.
I think it got 6.5 on IMDb, which
on Letterboxd it has a 2.8.
Is that good or bad?
It's like 50-something%.
Okay, so not good.
Not great on Letterboxd, at least.
Yeah, I get it, because it is like there is like kind of like that. Because one, I don't think like sex movies like even like 50 Shades of Grey didn't perform well. No. It was like a horrible movie.
It's a very niche.
But even like I think like moviegoers in general don't really like that.
Mm-hmm. It's still true.
Yeah, thanks. And then
down there somewhere.
And then yeah, and then I don't think if
down one.
Yeah, if you don't really like that kind of movie, then
what's your favorite like rom-com, romance, hard, you know? Because I have a couple.
I'm trying to think. Well, The Notebook is pretty good.
The Notebook is a dagger.
Yeah, that one's pretty sad.
Have you seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I really like.
It resonates with a lot of people.
I love that. That was a good one. I like that one a lot. And then I like that it overlaps with Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah.
The Snow. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. What's another one?
What about
there's another
the Steve Carell Ryan Gosling one?
Oh,
with Emma Stone.
That's a good one too.
Oh, what's that one called?
I forget.
Oh fuck. Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
I'm a genius.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think of
romance.
Yeah, there's a couple ones where I don't know. I can't really recall. I don't have one off the top of my head.
Romance. Let's see.
Probably because I don't.
La La Land
I don't admit it in conversation very often.
La La Land is my favorite.
La La Land's a great movie.
That's a tragic one too.
That is same kind of thing where it's like love that it's like it was just a powerful deep love and it just wasn't meant to, and just like life doesn't let it happen.
Sometimes it's meant to be. Sometimes it just isn't. Have you seen Her?
Her is good.
Her is
that one I put in a kind of a different. That one's like more sci-fi, and I like it.
Really? You think? I think that's quite a good romance.
Well, it is a romance, but I think it is
though.
more sci-fi. I put that in like at least in my mind, it's categorized more as sci-fi.
Have you seen 500 Days of Summer?
I have that one. I haven't watched that in a while, so I kind of forget it. But the other one is it's like something of a spotless mind or something.
Oh.
It's the one with Jim Carrey, and it's like he...
Eternal Sunshine?
Yeah, Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
Is it Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind?
Let's find out.
That's a good one.
Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine, 2004. Okay. Oh. Let's try this again. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 2004. 4.2 out of 5. That's pretty good. Yeah. Well, I think they serve a quite an important purpose.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I phrase this? I think rom-coms and romance movies, they serve as like a guidebook of like what to do and what not to do. It's like, oh, I would never do that. But I think they're good for like, I don't know, they make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or horrible.
Or horrible.
Or like they make you feel good in like a horrible kind of way.
Like, yeah. It's like I watched not really a romance, but I watched Manchester by the Sea the other day.
Mm.
And yeah, that's a sad one.
That is a sad one. I was kind of expecting it to be more sad than it was, but I think that's because I avoided watching it because I knew it was going to be sad, and then everyone just said, "Oh yeah, this is the saddest movie I ever saw." So I just like expected like to be devastated.
Yeah.
Which I was, but I wasn't as devastated as I was expecting to be devastated. So I always find that funny, like with movies, that your expectation can kind of like as much as the movie is good or bad, it's like your expectation of the movie is almost more important.
Oh yeah.
To your experience of it, or to how you experience it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So
in conclusion,
it was
quite a.
It was a bit of a whirlwind. Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about?
Well, I was just going to say a pivot.
Yeah.
What do you think about all this war stuff going on?
Oh, Jesus. Well, Raiden, I think that we are in a very delicate time. I saw today that an American submarine torpedoed an Iranian warship. First time since World War II has a torpedo been used to destroy a ship, or at least Americans.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is pretty fucked. And it's like, I don't know. It's very, the temperature is quite hot right now and surrounding this shit. Like, I don't know, it's kind of scary. What are your thoughts?
A part of me kind of is like, wow, yeah, this is scary. And another part of me is like, this is kind of how it's always been. Like,
yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
It's very yeah, I don't know. It's
like I don't have control over it.
Nope. No one's listening to our instructions in terms of the military. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Here's another thing: the Anthropic situation. So do you want to?
Oh yeah. So
kind
essentially,
of break that down.
Yeah.
Initially?
Well, yeah. Speaking of war, yeah, that was an interesting one. Was so, like, at the beginning of the year, the kidnapping of Maduro by the U.S. They used this. So there's this company called Anthropic, and they're like an OpenAI competitor
type deal.
Yeah, and their product is called Claude or Claude Code, and it's kind of a ChatGPT or like Google Gemini type competitor. And they were using that for they used it quite heavily for that operation. Yeah, and so I think it was this week.
A little bit ago.
No, that was a little bit ago.
Yeah,
but this week. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, he asked the Anthropic CEO, he wanted for anyone who's used ChatGPT or one of these large language models, when you use it, sometimes if you ask it to do something, maybe like a little sketchy or morally questionable, it will say, sorry, that's against our terms of service. Yeah. And so he essentially asked, he's like, okay, we want you to take those limiters off. And the CEO is Dario something, I can't remember his name or his last name, but he said no to Pete Hegseth. And so in response, Pete Hegseth, he declared them a supply chain risk, and he mandated that no department in the military or any contractor for the military can use Anthropic or any of their products. Oh wow! So it essentially just cut off a ton of revenue to.
So what's the status now?
I
what
haven't
are they gonna
seen.
do?
Well, the latest thing I saw was that that OpenAI kind of swept in and was like, "Oh, we can do that for you."
Oh.
So that was something I saw. Another thing I saw was that essentially within the Anthropic company, there was this one guy who was making a comment on it, was that essentially the company culture is that the engineers and the people of Anthropic, they think that they are summoning a god. And that, yeah, they didn't want to turn the god over to the military. And so they're just like, okay, we're not going to do that. But like
Dario Amodi?
Amodi, yeah.
Okay, continue, sorry.
Well,
found the guy's name.
that was just like I thought that was like an interesting take. Was like,
Yeah.
and I think that's like not an uncommon thing where these a lot of these AI people, they do think that this is like we're talking to a god, and the god it's in the process of being birthed.
Wow.
Yeah. So, pretty crazy stuff.
Very crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The times, man.
Yeah. So, I'm a big fan of this ski video, though.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
These guys are sending it off mountains.
What's it
Cliffs.
called again? Attack of La Nina?
Bingo.
Yeah. Recommend anyone watching it out there. So
If you're in the mood for some ski videos, look up Attack of La Nina.
Yeah, if you're in the mood for getting your
Your adrenaline
absolutely
kick.
devastated by,
Oh, yeah.
the bittersweetness of love and death.
Love and loss. Yeah.
Love and loss, you can watch Wuthering Heights. And
Oh, yeah. Spoilers.
yeah, if you want to freak yourself out, just watch the news.
Yeah, literally. Well, is there anything else you want to hit?
No, I think that's
That's a good place to wrap it up.
yeah.
All right. Well, we love you, listeners. And we'll be back this week.
Beautiful. Talk to you later.
Peace.
Ciao.